Welcome back, guys, to round 3 of our Modern F&M. And Ryan, what do we have on camera now?
We have Mike Reynolds on the... Oh, excuse me. They're flipped. Mike Reynolds is on the right. He's playing Merfolk versus Tim Scroggs on the left. He's playing Red-Green Ponza. Usually, you see Tim playing Elves or Kiki Chord, some sort of green creature strategy. He has borrowed Red-Green Ponza from Kurt and I.
Obviously, one of these decks is very popular.
Yeah, and one of them is less so. So what exactly is Ponza?
Do you like land destruction?
I love land
That's
destruction.
what that deck does. It's
Okay.
like, I'm going to get to 2 or 3 mana. I'm going to play Simian Spirit Guides, or like any type of way to, cheat my spells in. And then I'm going to sit there and Molten Rain your lands. I'm also going to run Prime Time and like other cool things to put the game away. But I'm just going to do cool things. Scrog Dog's 2-0. Oh, by the way, yeah, they run Utopia Sprawl, and they play it looks like he's a Chandra Pyromaster.
Yeah. We had Daniel Wells on camera once with this deck.
This deck can win out of nowhere, and that's why it's showing up at Modern tournaments, because Red-Green Ponza is a thing right now.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it does against Merfolk, so that's why we chose this, right?
Yeah. Alright, so Utopia Sprawl versus Aether Vial, probably both decks' best turn 1 play.
Yeah, Utopia Sprawl is obviously going to probably be calling ready. Oh, that's Torch of Defiance. That'd be cool to come down on turn 3.
I think Kurt's list is a little different from some of the more typical lists.
Apparently, it's good enough to be 2-0 Modern F&M, though.
Yup. Yarp.
Whereas Scrog Dog is just an insane pilot of Red-Green Ponza, and he was a Ponza player waiting to happen.
He just didn't know. It's like,
this is my call.
I knew I was a green mage, but I was casting the wrong spells.
And there's looks like a
Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah, Lord of Atlantis. Oh, you think that's gonna be good enough to get there?
Probably not on its own, no.
Here, Torch of Defiance can kill that card.
Are we gonna see a Violin, a Curse Catcher in response? Oh,
man! The Beast Within gets countered by the Curse Catcher.
That was great.
Yeah,
I love that.
Mike Reynolds, not around the shop very often, but when he shows up, he usually
he vials and Curse Catchers and counters Beast Withins.
Good lord. Oh, but Chandra's coming this turn.
Yep. So yeah, he can. Assuming at least one of those Utopia Sprawls is on red, we're seeing a Chandra, which I assume is just going to kill the Lord of Atlantis.
Oh, is that Huntmaster in the deck too? No. They're
Yeah,
both on red. That's what he likes. Basic Forest probably in this deck.
Yeah.
Saves your life too. Good against burn.
I like it.
And I guess we're just going to play Chandra Torch of Defiance, kill your Lord of Atlantis.
Seems fine.
I'm okay with this.
Counter this with a Curse Catcher.
And then, Mike probably may have to read that card if he hasn't been around for a Kaladesh and Aether Ult.
I don't know.
So he is letting us know that both Utopia Sprawls are on red.
Which I assume was the case, but thank you, Tim.
We appreciate it. Good Samaritan. Following the rules that I asked them to do.
Yep. And so you're right. Mike's gonna read it.
He's like, what, they printed a 4-mana, 4 ability Chandra too now?
Yeah, he's like, what is this?
Exactly. He's like, can I play this in Merfolk?
Magic's stupid.
Yeah, he's already scratching his head. He's like, can I play that in Merfolk? Is that a good card?
You could splash red for this double red Planeswalker.
And Tim's played Merfolk before, so he knows, I need to get this thing off the battlefield.
You only have to play against Merfolk one time to know you do not let the Lords pile up.
No, you do not. And that's exactly what Mike has. Another Lord in hand. Oh, and a Mara Reedry.
Yeah, so he has...
It would have been a very explosive turn.
And I think he has a Master of Waves.
You know who never draws like this? Tyler Claypool.
So it looks like he has at least... So he's going to play the Mara Reedry, which is good.
As he should.
That means any further Merfolk spells he casts will let him untap his Vial, untap lands, tap down any creatures that Tim may cast. Merfolk's been doing really well, so Tyler actually has been doing well with it. And also,
absolutely.
Brady Hogue played it at a recent F&M and did real well. That's a Miracle Bonfire of the Damned.
We're gonna... Well, it looks like he's going for a Judge. Here.
Yeah. That seems to be the case.
Let's see if Kurt got there before I do.
So Mr. Diamato's going to step downstairs and see if he can help these guys out with a judge call. We do have Kurt and I on the floor tonight. We have a large turnout, so we don't want to rely on him to take care of every single judge call when we are available. I want to take this moment to thank all you guys for watching tonight. We're broadcasting our weekly modern F&M here from Four Horsemen Comics and Gaming in Morgantown, West Virginia. All right, so
They just wanted to make sure that the Miracle Trigger has to be a card. First off, has to be a card you draw.
yeah,
And he's already drawn the card per turn, so that's going to not make Bonfire happen.
yep.
And Chandra's an exile card ability, not technically drawing a card. So you cannot miracle
Okay.
anything off of Chandra.
Oh, I didn't realize that he revealed that. We were so busy chatting, I didn't realize he revealed that off the Chandra
No, he
ability.
did reveal the Bonfire off the Chandra ability.
That's an exile, isn't it?
It is an exile.
Okay, well, if that becomes relevant.
I don't think Snapcasters are in Scroggs deck.
Now, it's probably not going to be relevant.
But it is relevant towards Tarmogoyf, which I don't think are in the Ponza deck either.
Speaking of which, while all this was happening, Mike Reynolds has 3 creatures in
What
play.
happened to the board? There was one creature when I left.
Yeah, now there's 3. He got to Vial that Lord end of turn, and then he just cast the Silver Grail out of... It looks like he did miss the Marrow Regery trigger.
So that's okay. He's a Master Waves in hand, too.
So Marrow Regery does say, whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you may tap or untap target permanent.
Yeah.
Which means he could have untapped Aether Vial to play another thing, or untapped an island to represent
Right.
something.
So Mike, quickly realizing the power level of Chandra Torch of Defiance and killing that thing instead of going face.
Kill it now. Kill it now.
He's like, wait, that exiles a card for you, too?
What?
That is Stone Rain.
Oh, it is. Yes, it is. All right, so here's Arbor Elf, which, if it gets to live, will
Is that a
generate a ton
Summoner's
of
Pact?
mana.
I think that is a Summoner's Pact.
Yeah, I believe.
Why not pack for prime time?
Kurt has a little bit of like a toolboxy.
Oh, no, that's not Summoner's Pact. That's going to do something to the board, it looks like.
That's the one that I'm pretty sure it destroys a land and then creates you mana. Or it destroys a land and then you get to search for a basic. Or no, you
Or
just
any
get to search
land
for a
available.
land. Yeah. Okay.
Ponza's cool, right?
Yeah, real cool. All right, so Mike's still doing okay here.
Oh, he has a lot of power in play.
He has to be scared now because with that Arbor Elf, Tim is going to be able to generate a ridiculous
Well, Mike's
amount of
never
mana.
seen this deck before. For all he knows, Tim has a
Probably.
tooth and nail on his deck.
Oh, yeah. And he could just go get Xenagos
And an Emrakul.
and Emrakul and kill him, yeah. All right, so here is a swing for 6 for 10.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yep.
Bring Scroggs down to 8.
Merfolk math, yo.
Do you just jam? Like, it looks like he doesn't have a land. I was gonna say that. I was like, do you just jam the like you would have jammed Master last turn, right?
Yeah, for sure. It looks like he may have a Harbinger of the Tides in his deck. Click save again.
Oh, yep.
Or a couple times. There they go.
And yep, Stone Rain's not gonna do him much here.
So Tim scoops him up. Mike Reynolds takes game 1 with Merfolk over Red Green Ponza.
So Ponza kind of a slow start and turns LD there.
Yeah, I could see this could be rough for Ponza game 1. Okay, I got it. You went downstairs.
Yep.
We'll take turns.
Yeah, Mike getting a quick judge call there. It is possible that Ryan's cards are just in Japanese. So it is possible that Ryan has cards that Mike may not know what they do too. But Mike, very experienced player, may be able to pick it up, or it could just be a rules question here. Ryan came to the rescue to answer Mike's question. Was it one of your Japanese cards?
No, the only cards in that deck that are Japanese are the Aether Vials, because I share them with Death and Taxes, which is all Japanese, and the Islands.
Oh, okay.
Mike had a very... so Mike's an L1, and he had a very intelligent judge question
I
about
forgot
this
Mike
matchup.
was a judge, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm hoping it kind of comes up. He asked me about interactions between
Ooh, test me. I want to see if I know what happens.
Utopia Sprawl enchanted on a forest.
Correct.
Mike casts Spreading Seas and targets the forest with the Utopia Sprawl enchanted on it.
It would fall off because the forest is no longer a forest, right? It's an island.
Right, because Utopia Sprawl
Checks
says
to see if it's a
enchant forest.
So state-based actions would check and see that the forest is no longer a forest, and the enchantment would fall off.
So if Tim piles a bunch of Utopia Sprawls on one
Oh, God,
forest,
he's spreading sees it.
yeah, like he had 3 on that one, so he could have gotten 3 for 1 there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it works the same way, right? With when you have an enchanted, like if your opponent puts like a Faith's Fetters on your creature, and you give it Shroud or Hexproof somehow, it just falls off. Correct.
Yeah, it's the same where if you have a Thalia with a Sword of Fire and Ice on it, and your opponent plays Painter Servant and says blue.
Right.
Yeah, because then you're...
your Thalia has pro blue.
And is
being enchanted by a blue permanent.
Yeah, so it'd fall off.
God, that's weird.
Yeah. That's one of Ryan's favorites.
That's so weird. Layers are cool.
Yeah, they're cool, man. It's not what people say who are studying them for their tests.
Oh, no, because those are very difficult.
Yeah, they usually use a word that I can't use right now.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's frustrating.
Both
That's a word you can use.
Yeah. Both players are shuffling up for game number 2. I know Kurt has Anger of the Gods in his list, so Tim's probably looking to board those in.
Arbor Elf. Okay, this hand, if we get one more land here.
Ooh.
So here's what, if you go Stomping Ground to Arbor Elf here, and then turn 2 Stone Rain my opponent's first land, I think this game could just end.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have Chandra also.
It'll be significantly better if Mike does not lead on an Aether Vial. So,
because you think he's going to respect the deck and play around, Mutable. Ooh, that's a good one to hit. I mean, it's a good one still to hit.
Yeah, although maybe you want to save your islands. It's hard to say.
That may have been anger that he just drew.
Maybe you give up.
But Tim has 2 Stone Rains in hand.
Maybe you give up on Mutavault being good against the land destruction deck, so you just try to save your islands.
This feels so dirty.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, Mutavault down. Counter on Aether Vial. Let's go.
Wait, that may be a Pyretic Ritual in Tim's hand.
Maybe. All right, so here's Curse Catcher. He's like,
okay. Oh, Inferno Titan. I want to see. Oh, Huntmaster. That's what that is. Yeah, you think Curse Catcher? It's fine. Go and cast a Stone Rain into a Curse Catcher because you know he's got the counter if he wants to keep the land next turn.
yeah.
Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna try to do another one. He's like, yeah, that's not happening.
I probably trade my Curse Catcher for my land.
I think that's Acidic Slime.
I want to see Acidic Slime come down.
But it destroys land. Oh, there we go.
Seas. All right.
Get rid of the red source.
Yeah, that cuts him off red, which is important. Although Tim has already cast 2 Stone Rains. Although
there's a Chandra and Inferno Titan hand.
Yeah,
we need
so
a
it's
good.
pretty good.
Oh,
They're
birds.
both double red.
Oh, there's a Birds of Paradise though.
I watched this birds get dismembered.
That's aggressive, but line I could deal with. I think if he gets to untap with his birds. Huntmaster. Yeah, Huntmaster comes down if he gets to untap with birds. And Huntmaster I think is a really good thing to have against Merfolk, right?
Yep.
Well, actually, no, his Merfolk have Island Walk now, don't they?
Well, it doesn't block as long as there's a Spreading Seas, but it does gain life. Oh,
you just flip it and... Oh, you just don't cast a spell, flip it, and kill one of their creatures.
Well, one, it gains you life, so that'll help. But then if you get to flip it and you get to kill a lord, that's pretty good. So here's a swing for 3. And the dorks cannot block. So the Mike's looking to be in an okay position here. You noticed in game 1 he didn't tick up his vial at all. So
no.
Which did prevent him from playing the Master of Waves in his hand.
Right.
But I mean, keeping it on 2 is not terrible because most of your creatures are 2 compared to mana cost, and your most important ones are.
Right. And Mike really respecting the deck. He may have counter spells here, but
there are 3 Spell Pierces in the sideboard, which could
I
probably
would imagine come in this matchup.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Master?
So.
Sure. You can have 5 elementals.
Oh my.
Those are Squirtles.
It's the Squirtle Squad.
Oh, wait.
Spreading Seas.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Because Devotion still works on the other side. Oh, what does he have? Beast Within. Kill your Master Waves, probably.
Yeah, I assume you have to. No, he's going to kill the Spreading Seas. I don't know. Well, I guess you have to unlock your red mana.
Now, Mike gets a 3/3 though.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Yeah, you just. Oh, you know what? If Tim has Anger in hand,
Anger does not kill.
It kills everything but the. It'll kill everything but the.
But the Master.
But the Master, which I think is fine.
Yeah, which is probably fine. You definitely cast it because you're probably. Are you just? You're just dead on this board if not.
Oh yes.
And it looks like Mike has another Lord in hand too.
Oh no, he doesn't have Anger.
So.
Chandra. If that's the case, you have to Beast Within the Master there, unless you got. Oh, Huntmaster maybe try to stabilize. He's got 6.
Still might be dead.
He's got 6 2/1s in play.
Yeah, plus he gets to play another Lord to make his Master and his 2 other Lords unblockable. So those... this is rough.
This is gonna be rough. This is how Merfolk wins games, right?
And I think he drew a Harbinger for the turn, which could definitely be relevant. Or no, is this a Master? Oh my god!
Oh, those elementals are huge.
Quite big. Quite big.
That's 18 power and just elementals, right?
I think that's the match, ladies and gentlemen.
GG. Little blue men win. Or as they were referred to in another thread I saw today, menfolk.
Yeah. and I can't say that. Never mind.
You know what Chandra he needed there?
No.
Do your quiz. It's your quiz, Ryan. What Chandra do you need? It costs 6 mana.
A Blaze?
Flamecaller.
I don't know that one.
It is out of Oath of the Gatewatch.
Oh,
and
because
it's
it has
minus
the
X and deal X damage to all creatures.
Oh, I thought it was just a Pyroclasm.
Nope.
Okay. All right, so that is 2-0. Mike Reynolds takes that match. We're only about 15 minutes in, so we're going to go and try and grab another match for you guys. We will be
Yup.
right back.